Hi and welcome to my dungeon tutorial, and in this piece here we're going to be modelling out the chamber. So let's get started. Hi and welcome back. So in order to create those tunnel dungeon chambers, whatever you want to call them, the larger rooms that we've put in our tunnels to make them a bit more interesting, we're going to need to create some additional shapes. Now this is actually going to be very straightforward because we've got everything we need sized out pretty much. We just need to kind of join the corners up, and I'll show you what I'm talking about as we go along. Let's start with, if you like, an edge piece to the chamber walls, the edge walls, the side walls. And what we'll do is if we click over here and just do File, Link. And I'm lucky because I'm always in the right folder. But let's just what I'll do is I'll navigate to the Dungeon Generator Assets folder, and then I'll click Models. Tunnels.blend is the file that we were using, and you can see we've got if we go to Object here, you can see all of the objects that we created: the straight, the T-junction, the crossroads, and the corner. So let's start with the straight, and I'm just going to click Link from Library and say OK. And that will create our file here. Now this is weird. You can't grab it or anything at the minute. All you can do is sort of just have it there linked in. It's not using any memory or very little memory in this file. If I was to save it now, let's get rid of that cube as well. If I was to save it now, then you know, all that would be is a link to the other file. In fact, if I change the other file, this will change when I load this file up. So we don't want to do that. We just want to grab this file as it is. Let's just click on N to bring up the properties and grab its position. Where are you, position? Well, to make it, first of all, we have to make it editable. So if we just press L, and then we're going to click Selected, Objects, and Data. Just click on there, and you'll see now that these dimensions, location, etc. all appear. So let's just set the Y to 0, and that'll center it out. Now, if we're going to do an edge side, then obviously this is going to need to have one of these sides is going to need to come off. So let's just do that right away, and we'll just click into Edit Mode, Control Tab 1, Z, and then just grab that lot there. That's it, and just delete those vertices there. Now again, because this is a side wall, we need to ensure that it reaches all the way to the next piece. So what I'll do, I think, is just tab out, and then I'll just do Shift A, Mesh, Cube, and I'll scale it, Shift Z by 3. Okay, and that'll effectively create the 3x3 grid. So if this is the side wall here, it's going to need to come up to this edge here. Otherwise, there'll be a gap, and people will fall down, and that would be terrible, wouldn't it? So what we'll do is we'll just tab into U, and we'll just grab these. Control Tab 2. Just grab those two edges there. Put on proportional editing, not proportional representation. Thank you. Proportional editing, and if we just grab that on the X, GX, and pull it to there. Alright, and then we'll just do, so now we can tab out, just do, get rid of that cube there. And that is a side wall. How easy was that? Let's just rename that. We'll just call that wall side. We're going to need a corner piece, aren't we? So let's do the same thing. Let's just link in one of the existing objects that we've got. And you see it's already put us in the right place. So we've got a corner. And we'll link from library on. By the way, I've realised something that I should have done when I was creating this corner. You know this issue we had with this edge here, I think it's still showing there. Yeah, I can fix that now. I feel so stupid not knowing the answer to this, as I'll show you in a minute. So let's leave that where it is. Yeah, that's fine. And we just tab it. Obviously press L, and then Selected Objects and Data, then tab into it. And what we want to do is we're going to press Z, Control Tab 1, and just get rid of that lot there. X vertices. All right, and now what we can do, in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to Alt-right click around there. And then press 1, B, and just delete that lot. Is there another? Why didn't you go away? I'm just going to do that again. X vertices, there's nothing there. Good. And we'll add a mirror modifier, but just on the Z. Mirror modifier just on the Z, because there's a few things we'll be doing here. Alrighty. Ooh. Did I get rid of one too many edges there? I think I must have done. Yes, I don't want to get rid of that edge there, do I? X vertices there. That's quite good. It kept the mirror. Oh, what do I get the horrible feeling we're going to have some additional vertices here. Now this bit here, let's fix this now. Control Tab 3. I'm just going to delete that face. And Control Tab 2. Control Tab 1, excuse me, to get into vertex mode. Press F there. Those are the triangles we want, and I'm sorry that it took me so long to work that out. That's embarrassing. I was trying to slice it across this way, wasn't I? Which is very stupid. All right, now let's get to it. And I can see there's some X vertices there. Have I got any more? No, be careful, Richard. Control Z. Okay, well I think we're okay. So we just need to tidy all this up. So I'll turn this back. The magnet tool's already on. So just make that vertex now, and I'll do EX and just pull it to there, then EX and then pull it to there, and just start making some faces out of these. And because we've mirrored on the Z-axis, you see it does it all for us on the bottom side. And then same deal here. EX there, EX there. Again, because we're using the snapping tool, it's I call it the magnet tool because it's got the magnet, but it is called the snapping tool. There we go. And that is a completed corner. But there is no need to have these edges here or here, so let's just do that. Control Tab 2, X edge loops, X edge loops, X edge loops, and X edge loops. Make it a bit more efficient. Tab out. How are you doing for edge loops here? You can see there's one there, look. That's not needed. There, okay, I think I probably should apply the mirror modifier here, just to make sure, and then just tab in. Remove any doubles? No, there weren't any doubles. I was getting over panicky. And that should unwrap absolutely beautifully, actually, as should this, I think, which I'll find out. The only other piece is the entrance piece, and again we can just do that very simply by tabbing out there, and we'll just do File, Link. Actually there's two more pieces, but there's one more piece we can just grab straight away from here, which is the T-junction, and we will go to top, rotate 180, or you can't rotate it until you've linked it in, L, Objects and Data, rotate 180, and then we'll just grab this over here, get a position that we like. Just check its position. As you can see, that's meant to be 0, -6, and 0. There we go. Okay. This one does not have the solidify eye on. There we go. That worried me a bit because I wondered if that might affect it in Unity, but it doesn't seem to have done. I seem to be able to traverse everything in Unity, so maybe it was okay. Right. So let's tab in, and we will do similar to what we did with the straight. So we just go Control Tab 1, A, Z, and then just grab those ones, vertices, and then we should just be able to grab that edge and that edge, and then GX and just pull it in. That's it, guys. That's it. How straightforward is that? It's making life easy for us, isn't it? But we can get rid of some of these edge loops. X edge loops on there. Just got to be careful when you get rid of edge loops so you don't screw anything up. See, look at that. That's interesting. So I would have thought that should have gone straight ahead, but it's not. Let's quickly do a remove doubles. There's no doubles there. So why aren't you? You seem happy enough when I do that. Okay. Okay, let's give us a little bit more to work with. There we go. Okay, guys, that's lovely. All right, so that's actually pretty much all the pieces we need. See, I don't like that. When I see that, that makes me nervous. Let's just double check that it's got auto smooth. Let's just change that to 90. Doesn't make any difference. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I got upset with this before, didn't I? Don't know. It'll bug me. Something about Blender I find sometimes it's very hard to spot errors. At least it is for me. Right, so the other piece we need to think about now is actually just the flat ceiling and floor. So let's just do this. Let's just tab out and do Shift A, Mesh Cube, and we will do SZ. Oh, sorry. So use Shift Z, so it does it on every other axis. 3, and you can see that's taken up the correct amount of space. We just grab that on the X. Other way, no, you can't do it. So just press Shift Tab to turn off the snapping tool, and then GX. I'm guessing it's going to be 6, and then Control Tab. Control Tab 3. Spin that round. X faces. So I'm just left with the top and bottom faces, and we'll add the solidify modifier. and we know that's 0.05. Even thickness and remove fill rim. That should tie in nicely with everything else. You can see that it's not using the same. Yeah, it's not using the same material, is it? There. All right. Those are all the pieces we need. Those are all the pieces we need. Look, we've got everything we need because I can potentially make everything up now by rotating it in different directions depending on where we need it. So now we can let me unwrap unwrap these. In fact, let's do that live. Let's start with this one. Hopefully this. I'm saying that because I'm hoping this is going to be nice and easy. Let's just do Control A on each of these as well. So let's tab in. U unwrap. I'm expecting 0 stretching. One thing I'm going to do, by the way, I'm just going to. Yeah, there's no stretching. So Control Tab 4 over here, and that's Island Select. I'm just going to scale these down just a nudge. Oh, these. Why this? What? They shouldn't be separate islands. Am I Control Tab 4? Have they all got? L. Yeah, that's one unit there. So when I press Control Tab Island Select, oh, it does do it. Was I being stupid? I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to unwrap this again. Sorry, unwrap. Unwrap, and that'll do that. And then I'll just scale everything. Grab everything and scale it all down. There we go. Just do Shift Space to bring it in. GX. I don't think there's any way I can make this any bigger. No, I'm going to change my opinion of that. I think there is. I'm going to grab that. I'm going to rotate it 90 and grab it over here. Yeah, that's the way to make it bigger, isn't it? I'm surprised it didn't work that out. Okay, probably because it didn't want to. And then we can just scale that right up. Just grab it and scale it. Okay, there we go. That's nicely proportioned, no stretching. I'm just going to grab that on the Y. Just pull that away from there. Just got a bit of breathing room between each one. I don't know why I like the breathing room. It might not matter. Okay, that's that one done. Let's do this one. Tab in, U unwrap again, just scale it down to touch. This looks like it's not going to move anywhere. Just grab that over there, grab that over there. Let's grab that there. Now that's done a much better job actually of unwrapping, hasn't it, than it did before. Let's just do this. Let's just grab that line there, and we'll do W, align X. And then let's just grab everything else, and then we'll unselect this lot, and we'll pin it, and then we'll just grab that lot, pin that, and now press E, and that'll kind of line those guys up. I'm tempted to make these straight, but I think that'll probably. I'm going to align Y. I'm not sure if I like that level of stretching, but it does make for probably a cleaner unwrap. The other option we've got, of course, is if I just do this. Control Tab Edge. Control E mark seam. And then, hang on. Just to click that and do Alt P to unselect him, and then let's try again. You unwrap. Where'd he go? Now hang on. Why are you so blessedly large? Let's just tab out and do Control A rotation of scale. You unwrap. Huh? Oh, it must be something to do with this. So we just do UVs, average island scale. Now we just scale that in. Scale it in, and now we can grab that and put it in. That looks better, doesn't it? That looks much better. But we need to do a little bit of work to tidy it up. But let's quickly do that. Okay, let's pull that over there, something like that. And then this one here. Now we can. No, hang on. Let's do W line X. Okay. E. Why are you so large, you blessed thing? Right. Okay, so you Control Z on that. So we'll just go that, and then just start W align X, W align Y. I'm just doing Shift R to repeat the last, like so. It doesn't look like it's the right angles, does it? I don't know. I'm going to go with that for now. You guys can fiddle around with that some more if you want. Okay, and then this tab out, and then this one. Let's see. We could definitely remove some of these verts, couldn't we? But I don't think it matters too much. Unwrap. Okay, this is going to be a little bit more funky, but we'll get there with this one. Rotate 90. That'll do. Just start grabbing some of these edges here. Okay, let's tidy these up. W align X, Shift R on that, Shift R, and then tempted to straighten those up as well, given that we did that with the other one, but I'm not going to. Just for speed, you can do if you want to, and let's just do the whole thing, scale it in a nudge. In fact, surely I can do something like that, and then just start grabbing these. I know they're not in the right place right now, bear with me. Stand by. Something like that must allow me to scale it a bit more. It does. You notice I keep everything the same scale. That's not always the case. There we go, that'll do, right. Okay, and finally, oh, it's very tempting, isn't it, to make the top and the bottom the same on this other piece. But let's not do that. Control A, rotation and scale, tab in, unwrap. You see, had I made the top and the bottom the same element, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. Okay, there's not much I can do here. I'm just going to scale that down a bit, and then just grab that maybe and pop that in that corner. And that in that corner. If you were super smart, super efficient, what you might want to do is use another image as the same file. I can talk through that if anybody's interested in doing that. So those are the unwrapped pieces. So that wasn't too difficult, was it? So we have all of the pieces that we need now in order to create our room in our chamber in Unity. So let's bring this into Unity and import them now. In fact, we're going to have to do FBX exports, aren't we? So let's do that. Let's just make sure we name that. So what's this piece here? We'll call this room. Just call it room. Let's call that room. And then let's call that wall corner. We'll call that wall entrance, shall we? Room entrance. Alright. One of my favourite names, but not terrible. Let's get rid of that fella. Okay, and now we can just bring these in. No, I didn't have any mirrors that left on, did I? Let's just make sure I haven't got any mirrors. The solidify being on is fine because the FBX applies it, but I like the mirrors to be turned off because of unwrapping. Can get a bit nasty. Right, that's good. Right, so let's start with this piece here, the wall side. File, export, FBX. We need to be in Unity, don't we? Unity, dungeon generator, assets, models. It's a shame that so this is called wall side. File, export, FBX. Sorry guys, I've just ended up going. There we go. Dungeon generator, assets, models, wall side. FBX, and a couple of things we need to press. We need to select selected objects and turn on experimental, and click export FBX, and away we go. And then we'll just call this. This is room. File, export, FBX, and we'll call this room. And again, just make sure that selected objects and experimental is still selected. It is. Export FBX. This one. This is what would you call this? Room entrance. File, export FBX. Room entrance. Room entrance. Okay, and finally, what's that? Wall corner. Okay, file, export FBX. Wall corner. Wall corner. What did I call the other one? Yeah, wall side. Wall corner.fbx. Export FBX. Good, and that's all the FBX files exported. You can do that in one go, but I like to do them separately just a personal preference really. I don't have any real reason other than that, because you can just separate them out in Unity. So let's get into Unity and start playing around and getting them ready to use in our chambers. 1 second. And here we are in our trusty Unity scene editor. So let's go over to our models, and we should see that we've got our new our new pieces here. Room entrance. Why have we lost the? I seem to have lost the material. I think that was me messing around. Wall corner, wall side, room entrance has gone pink. Very nice. And wasn't there room? Room is the other one. There we go. These have lost their materials, but that's okay. That was me messing around. Apologies for that, but they would normally look a bit like that. There we go. That looks lovely, doesn't it? All right, so we need to import these in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to I think bring them in and just start prefabbing them out like I did before. Now I need to have a little think about this. What we need to make sure is on this, for instance, on this wall corner here, that we're going to have 4 of these, aren't we? We're going to have one facing that way, oh, that side, bottom right if you like, and top right. So top left, bottom left, bottom right, top right. Okay, so we need 4 of these in order to shape them out. So let's do that. Let's have a think about how we're going to do this. So what I'll do, I think, first of all, let's just get them created. So let's just bring that one in, wall corner, and then we'll scale it up by 2, because we know that we need to be by 2 by 2 by 2. In fact, I can probably prove that very quickly just by bringing, I don't know, a straight 0 out. Yep, that's fine. Can you see? Let's just go to the top view. You can see that lines up nicely. I appreciate that it's not lining up there, but that's because we need that to go in a bit further to meet up with the next piece. But you can see that otherwise it's absolutely identical, so that's good. So let's just delete that. And we go to the top view again. So what should we call this? We'll just call this... Let's start with the top right-hand side, top left-hand side. So if we just start with 90, no, minus 90, no, 180 then, isn't it? Okay, that's top right. So we'll just call that wall corner 0. Okay, and then we'll Shift D that, Control D that, and then PF2. We'll call it wall corner 1, and we will rotate it. I'll just do it like that. No, I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to do it over here. 90. Okay, let's just hide wall corner 0 so I can see what on earth it is I'm doing. 90. Why aren't you rotating, you monkey? Because I'm rotating the wrong one. 90. Yeah, and that'll be wall corner 1 then. Okay, so that's bottom left. So we've got... Let's just drag that up as well so we can see what we're doing. Like so. And then, what's that? That's going to be 6 there, isn't it? 6. I'm just doing this for clarity. And that's wall corner 0, 1, and then we'll have 2 will be bottom right. Or should we make 2 top left? Yeah, let's make 2 top left. So let's do Control D. And then we'll just pull that over into position over. So I'm guessing it's going to be... Oh, that wasn't what I was expecting. I'm guessing that's going to be 9. 3? Really? Okay, and then we'll just rotate it until we find the angle that we're after. No, it's not 3, is it? So it's going to be... I think it's going to be 27 minus 90. And then we need to get these right. It's going to be 6 and 12. 12. There we go. Okay, and finally, Control D, wall corner 3, and we'll just bring that down here. Okay, and then rotate it round. I found this one might be the one that you don't need to do. No, so that's 0. And that means we need to move that down there. And so it's going to be minus 6. Alright, those are our corner pieces, our corner prefabs. Let's just do the following. Let's bring out the edge pieces. So the way we're going to do that, we're going to go back to top view again, I think. I'm going to just grab those 2, and I'm going to drag them out. Hang on, let's get that right. So currently they're 12. So I'm going to move them to 18 maybe. No, 24. 24, excuse me, it's double, isn't it? 24, okay. And now I should be able to bring in, and in fact I'll just grab those 2 as well. and drag them down. Again, that's going to be 12, is it? Minus 12? That looks too, but these two look too far away, don't they? Let's just pull them in. Maybe it's 18. We shall see in a few moments because I'll bring the shapes in. So we go back to our models and we'll have the wall side. Let's just bring that in. Double it up in size. Okay, and at the moment, surprisingly to me, that's facing the wrong way. So let's just put it over there. It's going to be this one here, isn't it? So that's going to be 18. And then move that down. Just doing this for positional purposes, and that's going to be minus 6, which means you two need to move down to minus 18. Look, minus 18. Alright, okay. And so where's the wall side? So we'll call, well, let's just do each one. Let's create another one. Control D and flip it 180. 180. 180 slash 0. There we go. I will get there, guys. Right, and then pull it across. 0. All right, and then we'll call. So we'll just call that. Let's call that one wall side. I'd like that to be wall side 0, and I'd like that one to be wall side 1. I'm not quite sure why yet. And then. Okay, and then what we can do is just flip those around, change the sides. Okay, and then let's just grab those two. Control D. Rotate them 180. No, 90 even. Start pulling these guys around. So pull that there and up there, and you can see again that this is in the wrong place. So that's going to need to be 12, isn't it? And Z, that's curious. No, it's the wrong side, that's why. It's that side, sorry. So that's going to need to be 12 and minus 18, look. And that means that all of these, no, ignoring you a set, all of you need to be moved down a touch. No, you need to be moved down a touch. Like that, so that's going to be 24, isn't it? You can see that. I put 24. There we go. And then you, mister, need to be flipped on the Y. Let's just try 0 again. Where did you go? You need to be there, don't you? So it's not that. So it's going to be 90. No, minus 90. There. Now I can position you. You're the last piece, aren't you? Let's just go to top view. So it's 12 and 6. All that's required. So we'll just make you 2 and 3. 2 and 3. And the only piece that then remains is the room piece, which is you. You don't have a material at the minute. What have we got in the way of materials here? Let's put that in there, shall we? There you go. Pop you in and then just scale you up 222. Until you roughly fit. I don't know why I'm doing this because I know what it is, minus 6. And that should create us a oh, we haven't done the T-junction. We haven't done the T-junction, guys. Oh, let's just pull that down. I call it T-junction, excuse me, the entrance. I haven't done the entrance, have I? So let's do those. What I'll do then is I'll grab you lot. Excuse me, come on, there we go. Don't do this to me. Let's just grab you, not grab, let's pull you there. Something down there, I don't really care right now. And then just go to top view again. And we'll bring in the models. And that would be the room entrance, wouldn't it? Pull that in. Just get that material again. Drag that into the room entrance. Where did you go, room entrance? Oh, where are you? There you are. Let's bring you down. There, and double you up. There we go. Sorry, whistling on camera is never a good idea. So that's 0. That must be I don't know what that is. Uh-oh, have I got my scaling wrong here? That's where it needs to be. So it's minus 18, isn't it? Minus 18. And then we can control. So let's just call it. Actually, no. Control D, and then flip U 180. Pull you over here. That's 0, isn't it? And let's go. I'm going to call you room entrance 0. Because you're left. I don't know why I'm thinking that, but there we go. Room 0. And then finally, room entrance 1. And just for the sheer hay of it, just to prove that we can do it, no, I can't be bothered. But you can see that I could drag that across there. So we've got all of the prefab pieces we need now. These are them all here. Now, I've got my prefab shapes here. This is getting a bit busy, isn't it? So what I might do is I might create a subfolder under here, create folder, and we'll have a subfolder called tunnels. Let's put a capital, shall we? And then what we'll do is we'll grab all of the pieces here. No, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be a bit more clean about this. I'm going to grab that one, those ones, these ones, and the crossroads. I think that's all of them. I'm just going to pop them into tunnels. And then those are all the standard shapes. So we'll create another folder under here. And we'll call this testing. And we'll move all of the shapes 0 to 10 into testing. Now these ones here, I could move them into tunnels, but if you like, they're the kind of base prefabs. I'm almost tempted to get rid of them. We're not using them anymore, are we? Pretty sure. Because all of the ones in tunnels are the ones that are being used, aren't they? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah. So we could perhaps, let's just create a folder for now called archive or something like that, okay? And we'll pop these ones in there. Yeah, let's put those ones in there. Archive, yeah, just only 3 pieces. Corner, crossroads, straight. Okay, archive. I thought there'd be one more. Okay, archive. There we go. And then I guess we should probably put the room into testing as well, because that's going to be changing in a minute. The room material goes into testing as well. And then now what we'll have is we'll have another folder called chamber. And then we'll get all of these pieces here. And we'll pop them into chamber. In you go. Okay, if you're going to be a monkey about it. Let's go into there. Not archive, excuse me, chamber. And I'll try that again. Yeah, and then get rid of room. No, we keep room. Sorry. Oh gosh, be careful, Richard. There we go, and just drag them in. Why aren't you going in? Hello? It won't let me put it into the prefabs folder. Why is that? Let's just try them one by one. Oh, well, that's brilliant, isn't it? I have to do them one by one. Why? Anyone know the answer to that? That's wall side 2. So I've just dragged wall side 3 in, and I've missed wall side 2. Room entrance 1, and room entrance 0. And I realise that I haven't put the 2 shapes up there. Maybe I should do that as well. Just to be consistent. Control D, and what I'll do just for the sheer hay of it now is just rotate these. I think we know that they all work. So it's going to be 90. I think so. And then you can be minus 90, pointing up. Alright, and then I'll call you 2 and room entrance 3. Alright. And then I've gone 0 and 1, so just do 2 and 3. 2 and 3. And all of our prefabs are created. My goodness gracious me. And we can delete them now from here. And we are there. We can just drag those all in. In fact, one thing I should do as well, if it will let me, is just set the position to 0, 0, 0. on the prefabs there. And we've got all of our shapes. Look, we've got them all there. I know they all look very similar. That's because, but they all do have different rotations. You can see that. We can always tweak that later on if I've got any of them wrong. Alright guys, so that is our room chamber created. I'm going to stop there now, and in the next episode what we will do is we will edit these, we'll create the logic in our script to start placing that room chamber into place. So thank you for watching, see you next time, bye bye.